And welcome back, everyone, to Danganronpa. Last time, other than having a crappy mouse that I'm going to be stuck with for the rest of this trial, basically suspicion falls on Makoto and Kirigiri on who killed our 16 students. And, man, whoever killed Mukuro is going to be in for it big time. Even though this trial is just still weird, in my opinion. Like, there's still a lot of weird stuff, like, trying to get answers to. Anyway, let's get this thing going. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. The sky's dead. Wait, what? We're getting truth bolts even in this case? What the hell? Okay.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
Basically.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it?
Hey,
why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
That's what? Oh my god. Starting out the episode already, Yasuhiro. God damn it.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No.
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Oh, thank God. Something, at least.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
One we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right?
Oh no, you're gonna say that I had it?
According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back.
Ugh, that's gotta be brutal.
So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
Yep, here we go.
That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Yep, here we go. Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with that? Oh boy. Yeah, we can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway. So what to do? Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Huh? Me? Oh my god, was this a setup from the start?
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
Oh boy, this is not good.
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, we're in hot doo-doo now.
Then why did you hide that fact?
It's not that I hid it. It's just...
I couldn't be sure what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed.
Makoto, you better say everything that happened last night if you want to clear
The
yourself.
knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto.
Oh
Now
boy.
I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Oh boy. Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I had to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not a killer. Oh boy. Maybe this guy's dead body to start this off?
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
Oh my god.
He did have that knife before, and that seals it. Makoto did it.
Oh boy.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her.
Wait.
Right?
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
No, that can't be it.
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you
Yeah, we
remember?
did.
The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right?
Exactly.
In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
The only way that would have been happened if they were super precise and like stabbing it in the same area again.
Okay, fine. So what?
That means he didn't kill him.
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, If she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Precisely.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
It would have been mentioned in the Monokuma file. The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot. No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see. Monokuma file.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Right.
Oh, yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
You forget about a lot of things, Yasuhiro.
Then the knife
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer.
Interesting.
They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing.
That's what to say, like, how did she die then? You know?
The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her.
True.
It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
I mean, that is smart.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward.
Yup.
They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Pretty much, Byakuya.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but
Anything helps, Asahina.
what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like
Oh, I
that?
gonna mention the bomb?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use,
Okay.
you'd know the answer.
Okay, calm down, Byakuya.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
Can we have a mute button for him, please?
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Oh, Asahina, you're alright. You have some intelligence to you, you know? You're more like street smart more than
Go
anything.
ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
Oh, why's it gotta be me, Byakuya? I thought you said you had all the answers. There's only one explanation I can think of the explosion. Boom, this.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right?
Yep.
That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
The bomb.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma.
Yep.
It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Yup.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto.
And now it's back on to Kirigiri.
And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Yup. Here we go again.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Wait. What are you doing, Makoto?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
But if any of the evidence pointed to with the arrows, the duct tape, and the locker key, it all points to Kyoko as well.
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate.
And Byakuya probably knows this, so he's just letting that go
It
along.
won't change the facts of the case regardless.
Yup. We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. Alright. I don't think that's gonna help with the Monokuma file. I think this is like a scanning thing.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
Oh, did not mean to do
The
that.
explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
Okay, that's one.
And
Whoops.
it wasn't because of the knife, right?
Okay, not the knife.
There's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire
Okay,
body.
that can't be it, because those were previous. So I
Then,
think...
shall we continue the debate? The victim's
I think it was
fatal
this.
injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it.
There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
What? That can't be it.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't even there's.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that
Showed she was
Maybe
hit
this?
on the back of her head.
How is that not it? That has to be it.
Shoot!
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead.
And it wasn't even there's a.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it.
Maybe.
There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
I don't get it. Here we go again with this crap. Crap.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Oh boy, this is.
Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Maybe I gotta record this.
And more than that,
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
then shall we continue the
Debate?
The victim's fatal
Injury has yet to.
Okay.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, I had the right order. I had the right words, just not the right order.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
Oh, I'm gonna get a bad grade in this case.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Precisely.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe!
No.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Thank you, Toko.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
Okay. Hey, someone just let him stop talking, please.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power.
Precisely.
I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
You know, I wouldn't mind watching, honestly.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
That's the point, Yasuhiro.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground and spit on it.
Oh my god, for once we agree.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
What the hell?
Seriously?
My thoughts exactly,
We want
Yasuhiro.
to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
Yep.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
Oh boy.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
Why's it always gotta be me, Byakuya? Why can't you just goddamn say it? The real murder weapon. Well, it had to be the arrows, because they were duct taped together.
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something. And that's what killed her.
Yep.
And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Yep.
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
Oh lord.
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I mean, it does make sense, but if they were duct taped together, then it would be more like a blunt object. I don't blame Demon for that because there's one more thing, one more secret. Alright. Let's see. Yep, plenty of duct tape.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Okay.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe.
Right.
It seems like an
Nope.
arrow would just be too...
Nope, that's it.
No, that's wrong.
Break it.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Yep.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape.
Yeah.
The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe.
Yeah, it was.
And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks.
Interesting.
One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Oh, I think I've heard about this actually.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh?
Yeah.
Are you even listening?
How is that? Man, I think Yasuhiro lives in his own little world.
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
Oh,
Never
snap.
been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
Oh, but here comes the key.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
Sadly, yes.
Oh,
But
What's the matter? Surely you don't intend. You know what will happen if you cover for the culprit. There's only one thing that can lead to
all of us dying.
the death of us all. Remember?
of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence.
I have evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo. I think this is getting some frame shit. Like, I still don't think Kirigiri did it despite everything that's happened. I don't.
The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is
The key.
right here. The key to the dojo locker.
Yeah.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It
Yeah.
was in my room?
See, like, a lot of people lie in these cases, I know, but it's just like, I don't think Kirigiri's, like, lying.
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just, there's one more thing I need to ask her.
Interesting.
Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there?
Finally, we get to know what's going on.
That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
Oh. So she did kill her.
What?
She was protecting me? That doesn't mean she knew I was being attacked. And she came to my rescue. Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko, she killed someone for me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait,
What? What's
I'm
going...
warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Boy, you want to talk.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
Uh-oh. Byakuya doesn't know, and he's got that face going again. What? Byakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean? Alright. Oh, I think I know what she's referring to, and I think I might need to scan it in this
Those
case.
words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
It's gotta be the key, right?
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
Okay.
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room. Correct?
I think that's it.
But could I really have done that?
Yeah, that's what I thought. And I think I know which one to put it on.
Those words you just
At least that's what I think this time, hopefully.
Master would never.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Huh? Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant.
Yeah.
And if I had the key to your room,
Then obviously I had no way of getting in.
This is what I'm saying, like, I think she's getting framed, but then again, she also has that master key, so I don't know if she's, like, lying to us or being
Without
honest.
my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us, an obvious lie, but this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie? Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let this happen. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us. I think it is too, honestly, at this point. The mastermind's trap. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko, but what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I? The mastermind's trap. The victim was Mukuro, and Kyoko killed her. What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's lie. I'm the only one who can expose it, but who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? I have to decide right here now whether... Are you serious? Oh no. I mean, if I pursue the lie, Kyoko is gonna be executed. If I don't know what the hell's gonna happen. And run away, I don't even know. Oh my god. I'm gonna be crazy here. But I'm gonna put my faith in Kyoko. I made my decision. I had to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here, something that has to do with the mastermind's trap with Kyoko mentioned. I hope I'm right.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal?
Sadly, no.
Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact?
Yes.
I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
Yep.
Who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
Yeah.
You! What are you trying to imply?
Well, it does make it the most obvious
But of
suspect.
course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time.
That is also true.
I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Yeah.
Someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of.
And it's me, I bet.
Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
It had to be Makoto, right?
Oh no. Here we go.
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong.
Did I just kill Makoto?
Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you?
I definitely do.
Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial.
My thoughts exactly.
Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
I agree.
Okay!
Time's up!
Wait, we're not even doing our comic?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
Monokuma has never done this before. I think this is definitely a setup. Like, what the hell?
Time's up?
Oh no.
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time.
That's some bullshit and we know it.
So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you.
This ain't good.
Voting time?
Oh no. Oh god. There's a lot more A's than I was expecting for this trial, but I'll take it. Okay, 70 mono coins, that makes more sense.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
I am so screwed, ain't I?
Hey, hold on! What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh no. Oh no. I think I made a bad decision. Oh god. Oh, Makoto! I'm sorry! I done fucked up. What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. Even they don't believe it. Everyone, you're wrong. You got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone. Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, they got it right. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey!
It makes perfect sense.
Shing!
It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials. And I'm gonna end it the same way.
Thrills, chills, kills!
It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. Wait, why do I... Kyoko!
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Oh, Kyoko. The thing is, the fact that he said, I'm the killer, and Kyoko's not, I know this is a setup, but it's like, oh, Kyoko, please revenge me. Revenge me hard.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Oh god, what are they gonna do? Like, this is gonna be effed up. Makoto has been found guilty. Oh no, this is, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no, is he gonna get crushed? Oh my god, no! Makoto! You deserve so much better than this. Oh god. Oh my god. And he's telling him how he's gonna get killed too from what the chalkboard looks like. Oh god. This is not good. Makoto. Oh no. After school lesson. Oh boy. Makoto, just hold your breath. Hold your breath. Knock yourself out before it's too late. Yeah, just do that. Just keep doing that. What the hell is going on in that there? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. This is not good. Oh god. Oh boy. Yep, I would close my eyes. Wait. Alter ego? What? Wait. What the hell's going on? Wait, what? What? Huh? Okay, well, Monokuma wasn't expecting that. But, am I gonna actually survive this fall? Like... Huh? What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that? Yeah, it had to be.
This is
Alter ego. Alter ego! Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network! Damn it all to hell! I don't believe this!
It would seem...
It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words...
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us.
Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. That stupid virus is gone now. Got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him in the flat, but you'll never gonna see him again. To waste away in garbage-strewn pit in a way that's an even better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Is he gone? Hey Kyoko, what's the meaning of this? Just what the hell is going on?
Calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
In other words...
No, it's the masterminds that is ensnared. Interesting.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
So...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed.
Interesting. Wait, what? The massive high school towers over all of the other buildings in the bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire... Oh wait, we're back to the beginning? What? Oh please, what's going on here? Host Peak Academy, it brings the top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Host Peak a very pretty name. There are two things you need to attend to school. One, you have to already be attending high school. Two, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student can enroll here. The only way if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. What? What's going? Are we like starting right from the beginning or something? I moved my head, resting on top of the hard-working desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I've ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Okay. Well, this is interesting. Finally, I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast dark cavern with the barest hint of light sleeping in. Trash was piled high across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. Heck of a situation to find myself in, but that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to get stuck in there until I wasted it away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what happened. Alter Ego saved me, and he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now. For myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First of all, I had to start looking for a way out of here. First of all, I see this from the beginning. Speaking of that, that's a rocket and a tank. I better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. Alright. It's locked. No matter how many times I push or kick it at it, it won't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Well, if I'm going to not be getting out of here anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food. Ugh. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. But still not enough reason for me to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was Go to sleep. I mean, you got really not much to do. Might as well save some strength. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left, after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign on exactly. What? What the? Strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. Then I watched a pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out towards whatever it was that was coming down here with me.
Just a second.
Kyoko? A giant piece of trash? Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
Oh my god, Kiri. A cup of ramen. And a little Naruto on there. Kyoko?
Indeed.
You look like you're doing much better than I expected.
What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you.
I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage on your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished.
Oh, yay. Thank you. I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. Whew, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going.
So you still haven't given up then?
Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at.
Hmm?
Well, it's not such a bad thing to be good at.
Kyoko, Kyoko, why did you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt, or no, to atone.
Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything.
So you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you.
Don't say that, you didn't abandon me.
No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive no matter the cost.
Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you everything. The reason I had to survive
In other words...
is so that I do what I came to school to do.
Ooh, we get to learn some more about Kyoko. What?
I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason.
So you had some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
Indeed.
That's right. At least I did. Once. Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was.
Oh, you getting your memories back? You forgot, but that's...
I had no memory of what my purpose was.
No memory, that's impossible.
Amnesia?
That really is true. You lost your memory.
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as we arrived at school?
First thing. You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted when I woke up. I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that point, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I come to school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was.
Man. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems too convenient.
Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory.
I agree. But why would they want us to do that?
There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow, they would interfere with the mastermind's plans.
So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And it could also mean, somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I had to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time.
But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that, we all would have worked as one. The mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance that the mastermind is actually one of us.
What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big of a deal. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right?
The mastermind, one of us. She believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into missing memory by herself.
But she trusts you now, Makoto.
However,
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but...
Okay, I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything.
Oh, that's that dream again.
My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
listen.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know. It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
correct.
I never asked you to help that right away, so I understand if you're not convinced.
Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. Alright, well, then let's get out of here. You said you had a reason for doing all the investigation on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So,
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to call my purpose and my ability.
Yep. You mentioned your ability.
My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective.
Called it! Knew it right away. The ultimate detective?
correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school.
Who was it? You had to find someone? Who?
So,
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak.
Interesting. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster?
Because he's my father.
Whoa, that's a truth bomb right there. Holy shit. I mean, that makes a lot of sense now why she was like defending him and stuff. Maybe it was like out of instinct. What?
in other words,
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak.
Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak's master?
Then that explains when Alter Ego told us they thought that headmaster was involved. I'll find a way.
Huh?
No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
no matter what.
No matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on?
I
My memory hadn't come back at this point. When we said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However,
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said that I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room.
Then what did you see in there?
so
The room had been ransacked, the shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there.
Interesting. You mean the mastermind, right?
it's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found.
But why there?
Because I also found it in the headmaster's room.
This is some kind of map.
Indeed.
That's to lay out the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with the Makuro profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time, and I figured the headmaster would have had some kind of private room there. I assumed that if they were true, that room would likely hold more crews, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room.
So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors.
So what was it like? That part of the school, I mean.
It's hard to describe, is all I can say. The moment I saw it, I realized what was going on in the school is more horrific than we ever imagined.
Whoa, what happened? What do you mean?
so
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough.
It sounds like it must be important and really ominous. Alright.
however,
Of course, once I got to the second floor, there were no cameras and no monitors, which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building.
It had to do with Mukuro Kusaba, doesn't it?
however,
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her, and I know it wasn't you either.
I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then, who did kill her? It was clearly the mastermind.
anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Kusaba was to get me killed.
To get you killed?
indeed.
I stole the key and disappeared. In retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial.
It was?
The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. Rule number 4. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope Speed Academy at your own discretion. That's true.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikasaba. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. Really? I could have been the victim?
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, the mastermind probably wanted to kill me and frame Kyoko for it. Do you mean... Which would explain the mask. During the night. I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases, just like this.
Anyway,
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in your dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow across the corridor. I gave chase right away, and as I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the master assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key went up in my room. It all had to do with the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind,
Indeed.
right? I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they could interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just that, Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed really to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair? What? There were 2 ultimate despairs. Holy shit. What? The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro is the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused the event. You're talking about
That's right.
what happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy, whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate
It would
despair.
seem-
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then they're,
Indeed.
make no mistake, they're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. Holy shit. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. Chapter 5. Closed. Holy crap. Everyone's still alive. To be continued. Right now, because we still got some time. Oh, I thought that was completely something else there. The Dream Island rocket present. Okay. No. The Ultimate Despair, a group of people who caused a tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together the killing game and began broadcasting around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity? Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Fuck, but we have a way to open this door. Yeah. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you get from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And I can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
That's right. Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Hey Kyoko, we use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key and the Monokuma design on it, slid into the keyhole, and then click. Yes, it's open.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape to the garbage pit. Finally. We're finally free.
But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Chapter 6. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. Deadly life. I think this is like the finale, people. I think we're in the final chapter. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. So, I'm actually glad Makoto went up, because man, if you followed Kirigiri, that would have been a little awkward. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into the darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you.
Yeah, I'll be careful. But now you said that, I'm kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help me keep my mind up. So Kyoko, there's something I want to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work?
How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way.
So then why is your father like a headmaster then? Is he a detective and also a headmaster, or just a headmaster? Then is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us.
Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it.
Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can discover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we made a conscious effort to conceal our existence.
A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned. I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must do to protect it. Because like I said, it's our source of pride.
Pride. So that explains. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school line, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However...
And yet, I gave up on some of that pride.
Huh?
In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do.
But you wanted to know something about your father, though, I can only imagine. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Freaking that. I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father.
Huh? But you'd be reunited with all those years, right? You would have been so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk about to my father.
However...
There was something I want to say to him, though.
What?
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face.
What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him.
Oh. Interesting, okay.
Sever? Last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future.
However...
But he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died and he simply ran away.
That would make more sense now.
He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument, and as young as I was, he left me behind.
I'm sure there was a reason for it. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me, because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy that he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective.
I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, when she might have had some feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional.
I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However...
There's one thing that I can never forgive.
Really?
So...
The way that everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind, like I said. I think it was a good thing.
However...
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her dad.
So a lot of pity and stuff.
That's how they see me, and even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need him to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I had to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt that they forgot about me years ago. But your family, just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really something enough to call someone family? That's a bold statement, but you know, a lot of people can relate to it. Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond, so instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Oh, nice. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Host Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? Oh, yeah! I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. Alright, that makes sense. I unlocked it earlier so it wouldn't open much trouble. Oh, yeah, that's true, because there was a lock on there. So that would have sucked if, you know, Kyoko did all that and it's just like, oh, yeah, we're locked from the outside. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand to push against the latch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Looks like we're back. I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of here. Now we're back at Host Peak. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning a favor. Alright. So now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then let's just get a concrete answer. What? Huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Oh boy. Well, that's gonna be interesting. But wait, that's...
However...
We try to hide. It's only a matter of time till we find out. And it's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed to a nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What do you think is going to happen, isn't it? Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was...
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. It'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little... No, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Alright, we'll get going in the next episode, everyone. This was crazy. I knew everything was like a setup, but holy hell, everything that's happened. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode just as much as I am. And, man, I cannot wait to see what's going to happen from here, because this is going to get intense. So anyway, guys, hope you liked the video. I'll be seeing you next time. Later!